Simba. Good morning, kitty. Thank you for waiting so patiently for breakfast. Yeah, you're such a good boy. You're just patiently waiting. You're not jumping on mommy. Rocky, he's always hungry. Right, Rocky? Rocky's not feeling too well, guys. I don't know if you can see. He's having some problems with his eyes. I believe he has pink eye. He has discharge coming out of both his eyes. Don't rub your eyes, baby. Okay, Rocky? Don't rub your eyes. So, I've been putting warm compresses and saline in his eyes to see if I can. I just started that yesterday to see if I can knock this infection out of his eyes. I don't know where in the world he picked up conjunctivitis. The two of them. I don't know where he picked it up. Give me a rock. You know, I take him to the doggy park. Come on, get in the frame. See his eyes? You see that discharge in his eyes? Yeah, and they're always sniffing each other, and you know, you don't know if these people have their pets vaccinated and stuff. Lay down, Rocky. Go lay down. Lay down. It's, you know, it is what it is. Or he could have gotten scratched by the cat. They play fight a lot. Rocky, no. Don't rub your eyes, baby. Don't rub your eyes. I know it's itchy, but you can't rub your eyes, okay? You can't rub your eyes. That's whatever's going on with your eyes, you're making it worse by rubbing it. Okay? I'm going to be ordering some eye drops for you. It's going to take 2 days from Walmart to be delivered. Yeah, so poor little Rocky, he's been going through it. He's been constipated. He's been suffering from constipation and those anal gland things, and took him to the vet, and that cost me $135. Now he's having infection in both his eyes. I'm hoping it's just, you know, like maybe allergies. Rocky, no, baby. No, Bill. No. I'm gonna clean your eyes, okay? So I've been looking on Google to see what I can do to try to manage this problem, and hopefully it will go away. I'm going to have to get him one of those collars so that he's not rubbing his eyes so much. Rocky, no, baby. That's yucky, boo-boo. Yuck. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, the two of them, the cat and Rocky, they play fight a lot. And, you know, I just cut Simba's nails. I just cut his nails like earlier last week. And his nails are already growing out again. He's been scratching on the furniture and everything. Right, Simba? You've been scratching on the furniture? And I'm hoping he didn't scratch Rocky in the eye as they were play fighting. Because, you know, cat scratches is disgusting. They're scratching in their litter box. You know, it's almost like a cat scratch can be poisonous. Can be very poisonous. So I'm just hoping you guys everyone please, you know, keep us in prayer. Pray for my pets. Pray for me as well. I'm going through some problems as well. My health is... I'm on new medication for my diabetes, and I have to give it time to work. I have to give it time to bring down my A1C. But the damage that has been done from having high blood sugars for a very, very long time has taken a toll on me. And it's real, guys. Diabetes, you don't want to play around with that. It's very prevalent in my family, including distant cousins. Very prevalent. This type 2 diabetes to the extreme. And I just lost a cousin out in California. I mentioned that once before in one of my videos. I lost a distant cousin out in California, and he was pretty messed up when he passed away. He started off with having some toes amputated and then his leg. And then he eventually succumbed to colon cancer. So we have to really, really, really try to get a grip on this diabetes thing. We have to get a grip on it. It's just running rampant in my family. So many people, and they said that diabetes is not even necessary to get amputations, like it's being so controlled nowadays. But why is it still happening in my family? Why is my family still being affected very badly from, the results of diabetes? Why? I just don't get it. And those people that say it can be reversed, let me tell you, when you've had diabetes for a very long time, for 25 plus years, that diabetes is not going to be reversed. They're talking about people who are newly diagnosed with having diabetes. They're talking about those people. They're not talking about people who've been living with it for a long, long time. Your beta cells are all damaged. You have no more beta cells in your pancreas. Your liver is probably scarred, which I have yet to have a liver test. I would like to have my liver biopsy to see how bad my liver is, because that's one of the culprits of having insulin resistant diabetes is having a scarred up fatty liver. Yes, liver can regenerate itself when you treat it well, eating well, and you give it all the right foods that the liver needs. But if it's damaged beyond repair, then there's pretty much no hope. It's just you're just living with a disease. There's no more trying to manage a disease. It's just living with a disease. So that's what people have to understand about diabetes, how it works. Anyway, guys, originally this video was supposed to have been about my pets, but I kind of got off topic. We were talking about health, taking care of our health. You got to take care of your pets, take care of yourself. These are my babies. These are my babies. These are my little babies. And they make me so happy. They keep me so happy. I have to take care of my babies. No matter what, I have to take care of my babies. Simba's in good health. The kitty cat, he's in good health. I don't have any problems with him. He just needs his yearly rabies shots. But Rocky, he's a small little dog, and, the anal gland thing was infected, and he wasn't pooping. I guess it was hurting him. It's basically like hemorrhoids. For those who have hemorrhoids, the fullness that you get back there, and then you can't move your bowels because it hurts, and you get constipated, you get impacted. So the vet called himself expressing the anal glands, and that was about maybe 3 weeks ago. Now it looks like it's back again. I've been putting a lot of fiber in his food. He's supposed to move his bowels at least 3 times a day. I predict his bowel movements all the time. And it looks like he's going or trying to go once a day. And I checked out his stool, and they're hard. Little, balls. And just a little bit. For the amount of food that this little Dachshund Chihuahua mix eats, he eats quite a lot. And for the output, it's not that much, I'm just hoping I don't have to go back to that vet. Sometimes I feel like veterinarians be ripping people off. They rip people off, and they just drag things.